Welcome, everyone, to the Joan Hamburg Show. And the Girl Scouts, many of you have been involved in scouting. Your children are, your grandchildren are. But something interesting. Starting this summer now, 51 Girl Scouts in grades 9 to 12 across the 5 boroughs are going to have an opportunity to become entrepreneurs. And their ideas are going to be evaluated by some of the smartest women in New York City. The Girl Scouts of Greater New York Girl Scout Leadership Institute is partnering with Barnard College's Athena Center for Leadership Studies. And I want you to meet Barbara Murphy-Warrington. Hi, Barbara. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Joan, and hello to you. It's an honor to be here with you.
And, you know, I was a Girl Scout when I was a kid. My producer is like the leader of her daughter's troop, and they do all kinds of things. But explain to me what this is about.
Well, Jen, I'm not surprised to hear that you were a Girl Scout. Over 59 million living women in this country were Girl Scouts. That's how profound Girl Scouting, a profound impact that Girl Scouting has had upon our country. I'm here now speaking to you from the Athena Center, and underway today is the third day of our Girl Scout Leadership Institute. We're thrilled to be partnering with Barnard, which has been training young women leaders for over 120 years. We couldn't have a better partner. And we're focused on, during the summer intensive, we're focused on helping girls come up with a business concept that they're developing and building out. We're teaching them about entrepreneurship by people who are in the business, who are very accomplished entrepreneurs. And today they're focused on the financial mechanics of building out a business, thinking about their product and what it's going to cost and how they're going to get consumers to buy their product and how they're ultimately going to be profitable. And many of them are developing businesses that are not only going to generate profit for them, but are actually going to have a positive social impact upon our society. And at the end of next week, they are going to be pitching their idea to a team of very accomplished business people, entrepreneurs, angel investors, so that they can get an experience of
really doing it.
We're doing it right here at the Athena Center,
which is at Barnard College. Go ahead.
It's at Barnard College. It's at Barnard College in the Diana Center.
And Barbara Murphy-Warrington is CEO of Girl Scouts of Greater New York. And, you know, Girl Scouts have evolved over the years. It's always been an incredibly important organization, but most people who aren't familiar with scouting don't understand the leadership development program. And this is part of scouting today. And you get these kids, right? Many of them from areas where they don't have access to a lot of the goodies that other kids do.
Absolutely, Joan. 2/3 of our girls come from low-income communities in the city. We actually have girls that are coming from every zip code of the city. So we have, incredible diversity in our council, both racially and from a socioeconomic perspective. And many of them would never have the opportunity, perhaps, to be at Barnard, but they're here this summer, and they're having an extraordinary opportunity working with very accomplished women who are leaders. And what we've learned over the many years in Girl Scouting is that while, girls are very interested in leadership, but very, very few of them have the self-confidence in leading, and very few of them believe that they have the skills to lead. And in fact, 60% of the girls we surveyed said that they thought it was easier to be a follower than a leader because they didn't have the skills. Mm-hmm. They didn't see successful women in companies, high up in companies leading, so they didn't have role models, and so they couldn't even imagine themselves in leadership roles. And so 2 years ago, my board and my council, under the auspices of the National Girl Scouts, undertook an assessment of where we needed to make a strategic investment. We came here to meet with Deborah Spar and Catherine Colbert, who leads the Athena Center, to talk about the issue, and we came up with the Girl Scout Leadership Institute.
Which is incredible. And, you know, for these children, and they're young in this particular program, these girls are from 9 to 12, not aged grades, but for kids to learn early on that it's within their capacity to make their world and their community better is a great gift.
Absolutely, Joan. And one of the things I know from having spent a lot of years working in the field of leadership is you have to start young. If you get girls at a young age, you pique their interest, you help them develop their self-confidence, then they're on a positive trajectory towards being a leader. And so a lot of the efforts in this country are focused on young women who are already in the workplace, who are struggling with leadership issues. And because we focus on girls, we think that we can prime the pipeline for the workforce of the future by preparing girls to lead now.
Without question.
And one of the
Go ahead.
One of the very interesting things that we heard from some of the instructors here is the business ideas that these girls are coming up with are as competitive as the business ideas that are coming out of their MBA students. So, you know, their age is irrelevant at this moment.
And you never know, right? The next apple could come out of this program. I thank you. All the best to you. Wish you good luck. It's an innovative and amazing program. Barbara Murphy-Warrington, CEO of Girl Scouts of Greater New York. And if you have children or grandchildren and you haven't thought of scouting, it honestly can make a difference. So come on and get with it. I'm Joan Hamburg. You're listening to News Talk Radio 710.